Hi, this video talks about the custom palette groups and custom shapes in Live. Live provides you with a few default palette groups with their inbuilt shapes. For example, sketch, UML, process, and deployment shapes. But Live does not want to restrict your creative choices, hence enables you to create diagrams and designs with shapes of your choice that suits your modeling requirements. Users with administrative privileges can create custom palettes and add custom shapes to it. All custom shapes can be added only to the custom palette groups and not to the inbuilt palette groups. Creating custom palette group. You can create a custom palette group either from the Manage Palette menu or when creating a custom shape. Let's look at how to create from the Manage Palette menu. You will see a list of inbuilt groups and also custom groups if any are available. A new group is created and you can view it on the Palette Explorer view. Creating a custom shape. Select the shape in the whiteboard and click the Add to Palette menu on the mini toolbar. In the Add Shape dialog box, provide the name and the tooltip. As I told you earlier, you can also create a new palette group while adding a shape. The new group that you create here can be viewed in the list when you access the Manage Palette menu. The new shape now appears under the Custom Palette group in the Palette Explorer view. You can add an embedded shape as a custom shape too. Providing a meaningful tooltip makes it easier to identify the shapes in the Palette Explorer view. Use the Edit Palette Group dialog box to edit the custom palette group or a custom shape. In the Edit Palette Group dialog box, you can search for a custom palette group or shape, modify the shape label and tooltip, reorder the group or shape, reset palette groups to default settings, hide or show groups, and delete custom groups or shapes. Remember that you cannot delete an inbuilt group or inbuilt shapes. To search a custom group or a shape, type the label in full or partially and press enter. The matching elements are displayed. In the Edit Palette group, you will find the type field which helps in identifying whether a group or a shape is inbuilt or custom. You can also edit an existing shape label or its tooltip. You can reorder the palette group or a custom shape by moving them up or down the list using the up and down arrow buttons. Administrator can choose to hide or show the palette groups in the Palette Explorer view. When the Show in Palette Explorer checkbox is cleared, the group and its shapes are not displayed on the Palette Explorer. At any point in time, the administrator can reset the Palette Explorer to its default settings. Reset removes all custom palette groups and their shapes and restores to the default palette groups and their shapes. This concludes the video about custom palette groups and custom shapes. Thank you for watching.